Well, hello to everyone. Good afternoon. If you're watching live, it's a glorious day. It's a Monday, and I've already made one post this morning because you just gotta say something about this season that we're in. Yesterday in church, we talked about Palm Sunday and just kind of the celebrations that will be going on for us all week long. But in the post, I said a question only you can answer. And I just want to do a little bit of kind of dialogue with everyone about this whole season of Easter. So please go read the post. But for everyone who's here, thank you. We want you. I welcome you. I welcome your comments. So please, if you're here and if you're live, jump on and let's have your comments. And if you're watching the video, we want your comments there too. I just want to know, what does our community believe about this season of spring? Spring has sprung, and so I'm going to have a little dialogue about it. So let me begin with just saying there are no wrong answers. This is an important and wonderful season, and I just think that we really need to formulate and sort of capture, I want to say capture the emotions of this season. For spring definitely has the ability to feed our spirits if we will allow it to do so. So what does Easter mean to you? I'm going to start by telling, true full disclosure, what Easter means to me. And some people will agree, and other people will say, no, that's not what it is to me. And that's okay. That's why we want to have in the chat lively discussion about what does Easter mean to you. So here it is for me, the greatest event ever in all of human history. That's a big, big statement, but I think that the act of God coming to this world and his son being sacrificed for all humanity just has an impact. It has an impact on past, present, future, and all eternity. What could possibly be any bigger than that? God himself clearing the way for our salvation. And so that's me. I was raised, Christian. I guess Messianic Jews maybe would believe, would go along with that, that thinking, that belief. But not all, not even all Christians have that same view of what Easter is. My father, who was a Bible-believing Christian, used to tell me that Easter is just a pagan holiday. And while he believed in the events of the death of Jesus, he just didn't believe that Easter was the day that it happened. And so, you go back and you Google. I love Google. When did the word Easter actually pop up? And clearly, it is a word that predated its use in the Christian church or in the Catholic church. And so, like so many of our customs, we kind of develop our customs and then find other customs and sort of wrap ours around theirs, and it becomes the custom of Easter. It doesn't have anything to do with the core belief, other than it is just a way to get it out, the core belief out to the people. So that's Easter, and you have different churches with different ways of celebrating Easter. But I like to believe that everyone celebrates spring. There is some celebration of death and rebirth that's sort of in the hearts of humanity. I did another quick little Google search about the emotions of spring, because going back to the beginning, people have always celebrated spring. And what I find is that people, of course, celebrate all the seasons, and I found a very interesting list of the emotions of our seasons. And winter, sadness, death, and decay. Spring, growth, life, and birth. Summer, happiness, life, and every kind of cheerfulness in the summer, and in the autumn, age, rebirth, and change. So zeroing in again on spring and those emotions of spring: growth, life, and birth. Wow. It made me think of a song, and if you'll recall, way back in January, I said I'm declaring this the year of the song. For me, it's all about songs. Emotions are expressed so many times for so many of us in song, and we get a lot of our motivation and all of that from songs also. And so there is one song that over the years has stuck in my mind that talks about spring and talks about, well, love. Most songs are really about love. And I'm not going to sing it because, anyway, you just don't want to hear my singing. But the song is called The Rose. And many years ago, Bette Midler made this song famous. And the last time I sat and really listened to the song, I actually cried. Now, that's big for me. I'm not one who cries frequently. I'm more a screamer. When things bother me or get to me emotionally, I just want to go somewhere and scream. But this time I actually sat and cried over the last verse. And I just want to kind of read that to you as I wrap up my comments about spring, about Easter, about what this all means. So listen to the words. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember, in the winter, far beneath the winter snows, lies a seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose. And so, ladies, that's me. In the spring, there's a seed. The seed has been there, but the seed grows this time of the year. It grows in our minds, it grows in our hearts and our emotions and our souls. And when the song says in the spring, with the sun's love, of course, I change in my mind the word sun, S-U-N, to S-O-N. But at some point, all of us have an image of the sun and the warmth and the love on the seeds that in the spring become that rose. So let me hear from you. Let's flood the airways, the social media airways, with our comments about what spring and Easter and the sun and the rose and love mean to us as we get ourselves fired up again to become our healthiest and wealthiest selves. Thank you, ladies. I encourage you, please, let's hear your comments. Stay tuned and stay connected, because that's what divas do. Thank you so much.